We use the term coming of age to describe our transition into adulthood, and it's often associated with one's 21st birthday. Now this month, Niche Science and Technology, my company, comes of age. Like any proud parent, I remember well the bright sunny day in April 21 years ago when Niche first entered the world. Parenthood has not left me unchanged. In fact, as my surrogate child has grown, it has been a continuing source of education. I have been a fortunate parent in that I have received first-rate instruction from many brilliant people that have shared this journey with me. So, here are 21 key lessons I have learnt over the 21 years. 1. Keep your life alive. No truly committed new business owner will understand this until it's too late. I made the mistake of thinking that spending all my time doing what I loved would give me all the rewards anyone needs out of life. Consequently, in the early days I spent far too much time working on the business and not on my friends and family. They have been kind enough to love me anyway, but nothing will ever replace the missed first steps, first words, or birthday parties. Find a way to have a business and a life. 2. Follow your passion and the money will follow. I've always been passionate about science and how to communicate scientific findings. When I started Niche, I knew what great looked like and how critical it would be for our success to establish ourselves as experts in the field. I wrote articles, attended conferences, and networked constantly. It took every opportunity to share my enthusiasm. Our clients have always respected our knowledge and insight. We got our first client after a few months of my talking to people about my vision for excellence. Since then, we've not looked back. Focus on finding your passion and follow it through. Eventually, it will start earning you money. 3. Leave your ego behind. Clients are often focused on their budget and can seem not to trust your expertise and guidance. Beyond providing your best advice, there is little you can do in the face of a tenacious individual. Find the best way to deliver what they have asked for. You will hear anecdotes of how determined, dedicated service providers saved the day by giving their clients what they needed and not what they wanted. Those episodes are few and far between. Your client probably understands their business better than you do. 4. Demonstrating your mastery is part of your marketing cost. As a new business, you often need to break into an existing market by showing how much more you care than their incumbent provider. Demonstrating your mastery by going the extra mile will be a necessary part of the process. View the extra effort as part of your marketing costs. Make it look easy rather than ask for extra. 5. Be better tomorrow than you were today. Stay fresh and don't lose your creativity. Look for new ways of delivering excellence. There is no pinnacle to attain, and as such, there is no boundary or limit you should place on what you want to achieve. Just remember that sometimes this is not possible, and satisfactory can be good enough. 6. 95% of something is better than 100% of nothing. Don't get distracted from the ultimate goal, to make money. Striving for total perfection can get in the way of completing a job sometimes. You can get hung up on trying to achieve something that's absolutely perfect. So, tell yourself to accept compromise rather than expending time and effort driving for perfection. Know when enough is enough. 7. Contracts are your friends. There will always be clients that want you to start on their project now. They often make you feel that any delay setting up formal agreements will send them elsewhere. Just don't do it. Or if you do, be prepared to work and not get paid. Have template master service agreements, work orders and confidentiality agreements at hand, and be prepared to explain how the contracting process will only take a few moments to complete. 8. Don't become complacent about success. Don't forget it takes constant effort to stay on top of your game. It is often tempting to reflect on your successes when things are going well. Savour the moment of another job well done, knowing that tomorrow you'll need to try harder, do better and go further. You need to continually be engaging in planning for the future of your business. You're only as successful as your next job. Right now we're living in a very turbulent time and your whole industry may change direction tomorrow, and you need to be ready to change with it, or provide a credible alternative. 9. You can't do it all yourself. I love working in teams. When I told one of my brother-in-laws of my plan to start my own company, he told me that I was no longer a team player. I've always felt differently. You need to appreciate that it is impossible to do everything yourself. Share the load with employees, vendors and partners, and don't micromanage them in this process. But also, don't take them for granted. You may have to be the oily rag that greases the wheels of industry. Own that, and share your successes generously with everyone. 10. Stay educated. Prepare to be a leader in your industry. It's important to educate yourself. Soak up as much information as you can. You may know all you need to today, but I can promise you that when it comes to tomorrow, you will be lacking in certain pieces of information. Learning keeps you fresh and your mind flexible, and opens you to opportunities. You may know what you know, but I bet you don't know all of what you don't know. 11. Share what you know. You are the big dog, and you need to share what you know with your team. It helps them and your company grow. Don't be stingy with your knowledge or your time. You only become a master of your craft once you start to help the newbies and apprentices in your industry. I write, blog, and publish as much content as I can, sharing freely what I've learned through generosity of others. With our Insider's Insights, we provide our key industry learnings to anyone who asks for help, hopefully educating our customers at the same time, which to me is much more interesting than just selling them stuff. 12. Invest in your image. Staying visible takes investment of time and money. I hesitate to think how much resources we have put into marketing niche and establishing our brand over the last 21 years. It's difficult to calculate the real numbers when you consider the time we have all invested in keeping our image fresh and our aspirations clear. 13. Admit when you screw up and apologise sincerely. Be honest with both clients and employees. Own up to your mistakes. You'll make them frequently enough, but it's important to learn from them. Your team don't expect you to be infallible. They expect you to be human. It's how you deal with the mistakes that means the most to them. Similarly, clients can understand if you admit your errors early and offer solutions rather than excuses. Ask yourself which approach your team are most likely to respect. Yeah! Raving lunatic? Or calm, collected solution provider? 14. Aim for a positive workplace culture. We all place high value on company culture, building an environment that encourages creativity and fosters teamwork. The work we do at Niche is serious, but I hope there are good times that we share with each other along the way. You don't need a beer keg or pizza Thursdays to make it fun to work at your company. Let your team know that you are sincerely grateful for being given the opportunity to work with them. We are all pursuing excellence. 15. Don't worry, be happy. Expect the unexpected and plan, but don't worry. In the words of Mary Smish's Everybody's Free to Wear Sunscreen, know that worrying is as effective as trying to solve an algebra equation by chewing bubblegum. The real troubles in your life are apt to be things that never crossed your worried mind, the kind that blindside you at 4 PM on some idle Tuesday. I've always tried to prepare for whatever troubles may lie ahead, and yet we have on occasion suffered from blindsiding. Whatever eventualities you prepare for, Tuesday still comes once a week. 16. Hire people smarter than you. You can't be an expert on everything. In the early days you may manage your accounts yourself with an Excel spreadsheet, but that soon distracts you from where you add value in your business. So, build a team of people who complement your own skills. That's how you create a company of giants. Surround yourself with those who share the passion and vision of where you want to go, and who wants to help you get there through the appropriate use of their own unique skills. 17. Surround yourself with those you admire. Build a team of people you admire and who can help you grow personally and professionally. Tell them how great you think they are, congratulate yourself on making great hires, and provide them with opportunities to be great. Equally, remove those that can't get behind your vision or tell you that you can't do something, or repeatedly blame their own failures on external circumstances. You don't want yes men, you want positive people with a can-do attitude. 18. Think global, not local. Much of our business is based outside of Europe, and over 40% of our network can be identified as rest of world. If someone had told me 20 years ago that we'd be working with people across the globe, I would have been pleasantly surprised. We are living in a digital global age. There's more business out there than just what you can pick up in your own backyard, especially when the service you provide is something clients can't get locally. Appreciate that people from different cultures do things differently. Be prepared to look for synergies and find solutions. 19. Plan an exit. This one piece of advice I have never been able to get behind. I feel as enthusiastic about my business today as I did 21 years ago. and after running my own show for so long, I'm probably totally unemployable to anyone else. However, business owners are advised to plan for an exit. It perhaps helps you if you reassure yourself that you will never execute the strategy. I promise you, it is still important to have one in place. You never know what the future holds. In my case, 3 brushes with death in 5 years underline the importance of having such a plan, and what happens when you don't have one. Plan for a day when you may need to leave your business in someone else's capable hands. 20. Be passionate about the success of your clients. This has been my defining guide of the last 21 years. I feel responsible for making the people we work with, our clients, look great. When you take a genuine interest in your client's success, they notice and appreciate it. While awards and accolades are nice, all that matters in the end of the day is how your work translates into success for your people. If you truly believe that their success is the most important part of your job, you'll share in the growth and success. If you are very lucky, perhaps once or twice in your career, you'll get the opportunity to change the lives of more than just a handful of people. So, be ready for it. 21. Keep working on the business. During times of stress, it is often tempting to fall back into doing what you do best. Normally, this involves joining your team, helping with the heavy lifting. You can, for a brief amount of time, reduce their workload while your endurance lasts. However, what you should be doing is working on the business, not in the business. While your head is down, working, there will be no one steering the ship. It only increases the likelihood of a wreck. So, use your know-how to find a business solution. I've always planned for Niche to be a small and dynamic company of like-minded idealists, and I've had the good fortune to share that ambition with many wonderful people. Over the last 2+ decades, we have outgrown several different offices. In many ways, the business still feels like a startup. Niche is composed of young and dynamic individuals eager to make a difference, and I am more energized and excited about our future than ever. So, that's it. At 56 years of age, it is unlikely that I'll be around in another 21 years to see whether my advice works for you. All I can do is wish you the best of luck. From Bill Parrish in the movie Meet Joe Black. I'll tell you my one wish.
That you would have a life as lucky as mine, where you can wake up one morning and say, I don't want anything more.